Okay, we are now live. Ruffin says hi. Hello, Ruffin. We're gonna continue with the game engines, part 93 and part 24 of the GUI, and we are still doing the text box. So we was doing the backspace. Yes, backspace. We was having a bit of an issue last time, so let me just grab hold of my laptop so I can see the comments. Hold on.
Hold on. Is the charger there for the MacBook?
Yeah. Need it?
Yes, please, baby.
Or do you need some more?
Very long.
I can put some more out.
No.
No. Because it's the the one that comes with it is not very long.
Yeah.
And like
So this is official.
no, it's not. It's connected to the official brick,
Okay.
yeah, but it's a high rated cable.
Oh, that's fine. Because the brick will have the.
Yeah. It's connected to the official brick. Yeah, it's just the cable kind is tiny. Yeah, where's that long enough? Oh, you can see there's still a fair bit
Yeah.
left. Not bad, boy. It's a braided one as well, so it's. I think it's uni. Is it uni? Read on. If it does, you'll say on the actual plug itself, either on that side or take it out on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do decent cables. Anchor or Ugreen my first go-to, but they didn't have one long enough, so I went to Uni. I want to say Uni is Amazon's brand. I want to say that. Have a look. It might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Well, they do have a bunch of brands that are very popular now, but they're just literally Amazon brands rebranded. Because otherwise, if you see Amazon on there,
Yeah.
people are like, eh? This chair's Umi. Or is it Umi? Might be the Amazon one. Where can I get this theme? Well, this is part of an extension called V-Assist, Visual Assist. And this is a paid extension. You can get a free trial, so check that out. That's the default theme, that's part of it. So that's where you would get it. Okay, so let's give this a run. Her Dingan says, hello, her. It's been a little while since you've been on the stream. Welcome back. So we're still doing the GUI. We're on the text box now. We did the button, did the label, and yeah, those are the two things we've done so far. It's been going well. I know what that issue is for. It's the other issue that I'm just trying to fix. Okay, so by default we're going to say the text box has that's deleting 2 there. That was interesting. That's why it's deleting 2. Sorry, but my bad. Wondering why it's deleting 2. And if I do one more time, that'll crash. That's fine. The crash is not the issue. Crash I can fix in a second. The issue is when I have the type in. I might just have to do the type in relation to the Unicode. Not the end of the world, I guess, but okay. So what we'll say in here couple of different ways we could do it. If the event dot key dot code, if it's equal to the keyboard key backslash, not backslash, backspace, then we're basically going to do the other thing. Else if, so let's try this. See how that works. Then that crashed. Nah, I don't like that. Probably won't. Okay, so we'll undo this. There was another way I was thinking that we could potentially do it. So this should work the way it was before. Let me give that a run. Do you mind adding the other information onto a separate spreadsheet? You know, the stuff before the good and bad cards, you know, I'm just talking about what it is, number of players, that sort of stuff. Just add that into a different one, just like overview or something. Thank you. Ooh, very interesting. Release is 59. Release is 59. Her says hello, Munna.
I know, I just responded on the.
Oh, did you? Okay, so it's a bit delayed on mine. Let me try what I was doing before. So if I say else if it equals 8, that's what I know it to be. Whoa, that's working. Okay, so I want to put this as a hash define. Hash define backspace text entered key code is 8. Okay, so now I just need to prevent that crash. That's not really much of an issue because where we're doing here, and as long as the size is greater than 0, and get text dot size greater than 0, we should be all good. Give that another run. That should fix the problem. That should be backspace done. Okay. Oh, no, I don't know why I put that there. It's meant to go over here. So I'll put it inside it actually. So I'll say if crashing because you are resizing with -1 which results. Yep, I know, just fixing that right now. I think this should fix it. Fixed. There's a limit of 8 characters currently. That's the max character size. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6, 8. Looking pretty good. Okay, so that's the backspace done. Okay, so what we want is restricted characters now. I can get rid of that. Some sort of character restriction. That shouldn't be much of an issue, to be fair. And Textbox. std colon vector. So I want it as event text entered restricted characters. I'm gonna put invalid characters. I'll put restricted. Don't like that. int there. Or restricted characters. Void set. No, add restricted character. We'll have const char character. We'll have another one. This won't just be that. This will be more of an int. Yeah, we'll do this one as an int. The int will be if it's one of the key codes. Will be Unicode character, Unicode character. Why did you hash define the backspace key code and don't use the one from the key code table? It's what's the reason? For some reason internally in SFML, if you do regular key code, not on text entered, on key released, it's their own system. But if you do it on text entered, it's based on Unicode, and they don't have the code specifically. It's kind of weird the way SFML does it, like as far as I'm aware. So that's the reason. So if we go to definition here, so this is the way it does it. Backspace. What is it? It's somewhere there. But that's not the Unicode version. That's what we're getting. And the Unicode is 8. Like SFML does it weird internally. Hence why just did a hash define for this. Okay, so we're gonna comment this. Parameter no return type. Add a character to the list of restricted characters. Character to restrict Unicode. Unicode. Uni. Okay, so we're also going to say void remove restricted. I mean, I guess I'll just do both of these. Let's copy this. What if you're letting me get nice and warm?
Make it more get nice and warm.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't even opened it.
Can I joke for you?
No, it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
How you getting on?
Done it.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Put the denominations in there as well?
Yeah.
Cool. pretty cool. You can think of some more good and bad cards now. I want you to try and think of some related to those companies.
No, because you have work to do. Yeah.
No, I want you to try and do it. What are you?
You need to make cards for some of them that you haven't made cards for.
For some of the companies.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And you can research the company as well on Google. Just like try and Google as an event. This link here. Try and do that.
I just haven't put this part in.
Yeah, whack the file in as well. Then. You can put that in a separate document if you want. Need more good cards than those bad cards. Shouldn't that be unsigned in? Yeah, because if it's Unicode, it should be. Nice spot. Remove restricted character. Now we're gonna return this. Get list of restricted. Get list. Get. Get a list of all the restricted characters. Returns all the restrict. Okay, so I've got one more method as well that I can think of at the top of my head, and that is void is restricted character. So this will just check if a particular character is restricted, and we'll just do this. Should be a ball. Check if a character is already restricted. Returns true if the character to check. I think we should be all good to go now. I mean, okay, so there's a bunch of things we got to do. So implement all these methods. Add restricted character. But before we do that, we're gonna check is restricted character. This will probably be the easiest one to do first. Let's loop over the vector for auto character in restricted characters for every character. If character going to return true, otherwise we'll just return false. And for this we're getting the actual character, so can I just not do that? Get the C++ convert to Unicode. C++ convert character to Unicode. I guess if I just do number, I'm guessing if I was to just say spd log : info a, lowercase a, uppercase a should result in 65. Oh no, that's not a character, that isn't. If the returns all mess me up. What we got left after this? Focusing on it. Yeah, that one's easy. Return underscore restricted characters. For this we've got return false. Okay, so we should be all good with that then. So that should mean if we say let's see if I return that'll convert it to Unicode anyway, but I'd rather just do a conversion here, unsigned int. I believe Unicode 128. Let's have a look. That's a nice looking website, that is. I mean, it could be a bunch of characters, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Hi, I was given a look at the source code GitHub. Do you tend to release it just for Windows and Mac? No, the Mac version is just a bit outdated, if that's what you're asking. It's originally developed on Mac. You know, the Mac version probably doesn't work at the moment. Highly doubt it does because there are some Windows dependencies. It's something that I'll look back at a later date. Okay, so removes restricted character. Simple class vector, remove a specific element. Can I do that? In 80 is what they want to remove. It should be running on Linux. I don't know, because I definitely know there's one Windows dependency. It was to do with the input. I'm gonna say vibration. I'm pretty sure I used a library. I think it was vibration to be able to get that motor working, and that's what it was. Yeah, I don't want 8 there. I'll actually want Unicode character. How you getting on, babe? You figure out some more cards?
No.
Huh?
No.
No? What are you doing there? Doing it? Aww, that's fine. You enjoy your chill. You deserve it. Yeah, we use Windows code, so. But I mean, with a bit of modification, we could basically remove. I haven't looked at how easy it is to do down Linux with some of the library, but we could just remove that functionality. So that's an alternative. But again, at the moment, I'm just happy for on Windows, considering the majority of people that probably would access something like this would be on Windows anyway. So I'm happy for that. That's something definitely once the engine's at a point that, and I'm saying that it's released and people are using it, people can actually start tinkering with it themselves. Remove restricted character. So unsigned end or abstracted away. Yeah, something like that. But because at the moment, I'm not fussed about it. Somebody else can potentially. I want a space. I don't want a space there. Okay, so that should just call that and remove it. Add restricted character. Yeah, there's probably open source guru who would definitely implement it for Linux. Yeah, exactly. So this engine isn't about implementing every single thing for every single platform. It's getting the core done, adding to it as I need to, and other people. Hence why it's 100% free and open source. People can do what they please with it. Add restricted character. for the restricted character, first of all, we need to check if it already exists. So is restricted character. If it's not, and only then would we add to it, and that's pretty simple, I guess. We would just say add. No, we wouldn't do that. We would just do underscore restricted character dot pushback character. I mean, really, that should be it. So here we'll basically just say add restricted character is going to be unsigned int character now. Almost there. Now actually here is where we got to do it now. We have to say if the if is I mean, currently this should just still work. Then we'll add some restricted characters and see how that goes. Okay, so let's actually add some restricted characters. So we're saying splash date. Vladimir. We'll just say text box dot add restricted character. We'll say A. Five, 6, capital B, the @ symbol, and the ampersand symbol. Let's try that. So A does not work, 5 does not work, 6 does not work, capital B does not work, ampersand does not work, I mean at ampersand doesn't work. Let's try capital A, that works. Try the percent, which is above 5, that works. Try the caret or the hat, that works. Lowercase b, that works. That works, and the ampersand, which is 7. Boom, done. The one last thing I want to check is if I was to first of all try and remove something that's not in there, like 9, will this break it? And let's add in it. Well, actually deleted. Oh, that because it sets the maximum characters. That's what that is. Get rid of that. Okay, that still seems alright. So now I'm gonna remove a restricted character, which is lowercase a on the scroll. Scroll, boom. Boom, that works. Make sure everything's all commented up. It would appear so. Code is formatted the way I like it, which is good stuff. I'd rather have the one that's getting called first. And that's it. Give that a build. Restricted characters are done. Blinking cursor. That shouldn't be that hard to do. So what I think for blinking cursor, ultimately the blinking cursor is just once this actually builds. So the blinking cursor is ultimately just the underscore blinking. And that's, so if I was to have two pieces of text, one that's actually applied in there, one that's actually checked. I want to give this a commit before I do anything major. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now. I'm going to give this a wrap up, and next time I'll finish off, I'll do the focusing and the blinking. I'll do that one first. For the is restriction function, you could use std : find. Ooh, shall have a look at that. You mean like this? Here? I'll fix all this up in a second. Ah, that'll be a lot cleaner. What have I done? sure this is still working. That seems to work very well. Thank you for the suggestion here. That's a lot cleaner, less code, and we are letting C++ handle the complex stuff. Let's give that a build, and then we'll give it a commit. What's that big? Ooh, build is done. Let's give it a commit. Textbox, and backspace and restrict. Characters. Okay, so yeah, next time we'll be focusing on blinking cursor first, then change focus clickable size. Not sure if that is faster though. Push origin. Not sure if it is faster though. Honestly, I can't see my manual implementation being slow. I mean faster. So if anything, it's this. I would say, statistically speaking, it's gonna be the same speed as mine, if not better. So, plus that's tried and tested. So, I'd rather use that one. Ooh. Slowly getting there. On part 94 next time. Part 25 still on text boxes. Hopefully part 25 should be the last of the text box, and then we'll be on, I think, the radio buttons after that. Radio button, checkbox, and slider. Then we're done. Then there's some menu system stuff, and there's FPS counter stuff that I want to look into doing some GUI stuff for the extra graphs. Yeah, an FPS counter. Choose which corner of the screen to put it in. Okay, so that's it. I want to thank everyone for watching. I will see everyone in the next live stream. Hopefully you have a good day. Gonna have some salmon and peas with the wife. Play Monopoly. And you wanna say bye?
Bye everyone.
Star Wars Monopoly. And
Yes.
what character are you gonna be?
Do they have Yoda?
They have Yoda.
I'll be Yoda.
I'll be Darth Vader or General Grievous then.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna lose.
We'll see.
Bye bye. I know we'll see. I'm winning. even if I have to go to the bank and pull out my own money. Bye bye.